Hey everyone, Rick Albert here. The Real Deal reported it. USC study came out. They're expecting rent increases in the near future for the suburbs of LA. Let's talk about it. Okay, so they are saying areas like, basically the San Fernando Valley is going to see a spike in rent increases. They wouldn't give an exact number. Just like even areas like the Inland Empire, basically people are leaving more congested areas like downtown LA to go to these more spacious areas. Now, of course, I do believe that downtown LA will come back, especially as stuff opens up. People really enjoy that lifestyle, and they're not gonna, at any price, are gonna necessarily walk away from that. But for now, let's talk about why is it that the suburbs of San Fernando Valley, by way of example, is doing so well as far as rents are concerned. So there's a couple of reasons. One, you do have rent control. Rent control can cause a lot of tenants not to move, right? Because they're paying below market rents, and therefore that keeps inventory low, right? People aren't moving. Some of these tenants may not be whether they're in a position or not, may not be even encouraged to buy a home because they are paying so grossly below market rents. So again, by not having new units come to the market, keeps inventory low. The other thing we have to think about, and they're not really talking about it, to be honest, and they need to, is that landlords are tired, right? I have a very, very appreciative of one of my clients. He's bought multiple rental properties through me because he appreciates the service, all that fun stuff. But now we're talking strategy for the next one, and we're talking outside LA. We're talking like Ventura County, because the rent control laws have made it very difficult for some landlords to conduct business. And that's really what this is. This is a business, whether you like it or not. The landlords have to treat it like a business. They need to account for everything: future evictions, vacancy, repairs, just anything and everything. But it's harder to do that if the city and state keep imposing more rules and regulations on them. Because again, you can't force someone. I've said this so many times before. Yes, you can force someone to abide by the laws. You can't force someone to participate. Meaning, if they want to invest in LA, here are the rules they have to go by. But fine, then they don't invest in LA, they invest elsewhere. So it's going to keep inventory low for the foreseeable future because some landlords are spooked. Now, the big question is, Rick, you keep telling everyone to invest in LA, whether it's house hacking, whether it's just traditional rental. Now you're telling me not to? That's not true. To be clear, I still think LA is a great place to invest. The main reason being is because if everyone else is leaving the market, you become the only option. So you're banking on that appreciation. You're banking on tenants walking through that door and saying, you're requiring what at what price? And you go in and say, look, there are no other options, right? Hey, you're asking $3,000 a month. That's a lot of money. It's like, is it? Right? Go to other parts of LA and it's maybe way more. And if you're a tenant and you look around, there's no options, what are you gonna do? It's just like the same supply and demand we're seeing on the buying and selling side. So as long as inventory is low, prices will go up for tenants. So what can the city do? What can the state do? They can do a couple things. They can kind of roll back some of those regulations, whether they like it or not, to encourage people to invest. The two big reasons why people don't invest in high-cost markets like San Francisco, New York, LA are, one, because of the prices, nothing we can do about that, but the other one is rent control and the regulations that's imposed on it. That landlords think, well, I would rather lose out on the appreciation and go invest elsewhere. I would love to get your thoughts. Don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, to subscribe. If you're watching this on Instagram, to hit me a follow, like it, share this, comment below. What are your thoughts? Why do are you okay with, how things are going right now? Are you not okay? I would imagine most of you aren't. But what would you like seeing changed in the landlord and tenant space, in the real estate investment space here in Los Angeles? Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Maybe one day we'll all write a letter to our lovely mayor and governor, whoever they may be at the time, Thank you guys so much for watching, and you have a great rest of your week.